We get a lot of phone calls from people that are trying to start their courier business. And a lot of people don't know the first thing about starting your business. Now, we have courses at integritydelivers.com. We have a class called Starting Your Own Courier Business. It's only $19.95. You can literally go there, watch the class. You'll learn a lot. But today we're just going to go through the very, very basics on setting up your company business. So the first thing you want to do is go to the Secretary of State website for your state. So in our situation, we went to Colorado Secretary of State. I just literally Googled it and clicked on that web page, and it took me to the Secretary of State page. Now, when you're on that page, you're seeing businesses. You can trademark, set up a trade name, start a new business. So let's go ahead and click on Start a New Business. And there again, if you want to reserve a trade name or reserve a name for later use, if you want to set up an LLC, a for-profit corporation or a nonprofit, everything that you need is right here. And on the other side, you can set up limited liability partnerships and all of that. By the way, I believe Linda and I have a video here on YouTube about some of the different business models. Look it up. You're following us on YouTube. You'll find it there at the Medical Courier Connection podcast. But let's click on Limited Liability Corp. And by the way, let me just stop there and say that you need to decide how you're going to structure your business. A lot of people talk about the need to set up an LLC. We can debate it all day long. I'm not going to recommend that you do or don't. I'm just going to say this, that if you're a sole proprietor and you're driving for your business and you get into an accident, your insurance company will cover so much, but then you personally are liable if there's a death and the family comes after you. They can garnish your wages, put a lien on your properties, things like that. So there is a benefit to setting up an LLC. And so, but listen, you do what works for you. We're looking at this LLC right now. So there is a fee to set up an LLC. And again, I'm using Colorado as an example. Click on that, on the fee. And in Colorado, it's $150 for expedited service, business organization document filing within 3 business days. So it takes 3 days to get the filing taken care of. So it's as simple as that, and you can go ahead and pay the fee and determine where you want to go from there. I'm looking at some other things here. Trade names. You can register a trade name. You can renew a trade name. You need to register your business, figure out how you're going to structure your company. When you are working with courier companies, as an independent contractor, they have to do business with a business. So you're going to have to set something up. And if you want to start your own company and go after medical clients, you can't just show up as Joe or Fred and say, hey, I want to service you and do your deliveries. So give some thought into it, but it's really easy as Googling the Secretary of State in your state and then determining what type of business you want to set up. And by the way, if you've got more questions as you're trying to set up your LLC, there is a checklist in PDF form, and this checklist gives you some basics on it. Limited liability corporation name must be distinguishable, must include specific terms or abbreviations, things like that. So this PDF will help you. It's kind of a checklist to make sure that you're set up properly. So look for that on the Secretary of State website where you're located. That's actually very helpful as well. So if you want more information, go to our website, integritydelivers.com. We do have some classes that'll help you there, get your business set up and on the road. We also have certification classes. You guys, Integrity Medical is uniquely qualified to provide the training and certification that you need because of our clinical lab background. We've been training for 21 years on OSHA and HIPAA, specimen handling and transport, and protecting patient information. So we've trained over 880 some odd hospitals, laboratories, and courier companies literally around the globe. You don't need to look anywhere else. So again, www.integritydelivers.com and look around. You can hover over Get Trained. We've got an online portal. We've got live webinars. We even go on site. So setting up your business is fairly easy. There is a cost involved, guys. Count the cost. But when you are a medical courier company, you literally are a company or a business. And so hopefully this has been helpful to show you where to find the information on creating your LLC and becoming a legitimate business in your state. Thanks. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to visit our website, integritydelivers.com.